Number 12 is ACPB1. We have SMC2I. It's from San Miguel. It's another Series 2I preferred shares. SMC2H is San Miguel Corporation Series 2A preferred share. Number 9 on the list is we have Petron, PRFR3B. For PRF3A, Petron Corp, Perpetual Shares Series 3A. Next is another San Miguel preferred share, SMC2E, San Miguel Corp Series 2E preferred share. PRF2B, Petron Perpetual Series 2B. Megawide Construction Corp Perpetual share, MWP. Hi everyone, so in this video, I want to talk about 12 preferred shares that you can actually buy in the Philippines that based on its last traded price can give you a dividend yield of around 5%. And please do note that preferred shares are very, very good for people who want passive income, who just want to receive dividends on a regular basis, because what's so interesting about it is that if you put in money and buy preferred shares and then you hold on to it until it matures or up until it gets called, whatever amount of money that you invested, that's the same amount of money that will return for you. The only time you get hit by the volatility is if you sell in the middle. But if you are a type of person that wants to buy it and receive the dividends on a regular basis, you can just actually hold on to it. You would not be hit by any of those price fluctuations. But the reason why I said that you can get hit by the price volatility, because just in case you want to sell your shares, you can still sell it, and it's something that's very, very liquid. Not as liquid as common shares though, but it's still liquid in a way that you get to sell it anytime, as long as the market is open. One of the advantages that I like for preferred shares as compared to bonds is that, and I've been saying this in a lot of videos, for bonds, every time you receive your interest, you get taxed 20%. But for preferred shares, anytime you receive your dividends, you are only taxed 10%. And again, that's the biggest advantage of MP2, because MP2, you don't get taxed for anything. But for preferred shares, your tax is only 10%. And for those who are watching this and don't know what preferred shares are, please do note that just in case they don't give you a return this year, it could be accrued for next year's payout should the finances be better. So please remember this, that preferred shares, you are still a shareholder, it's not debt. And please do note that a portion of what they're giving you is based on their earnings. So there's still an inherent risk there that just in case income that year is not so good, it would be challenging also to pay those shareholders. I think I've been investing in preferred shares for over 7 years. I've been doing common stocks for the longest time. I just did preferred shares when I got relatively older already because I wanted passive income, meaning that I don't need to sell it and I don't even have to think about the volatility on a day-to-day basis. But ever since I've been doing it, I've just been accumulating and getting as much as possible. So every time there's a new offering, I would get. Every time there's a new offering, I would buy, and I would just hold it. Please do remember, you can buy it like any other stock in the market, but I tend to want to buy it during listing so that I get to buy it at a lower price. I guess if I would buy it in the market, it would be in times that I would see it dip, and the dividend yield would be higher than what they initially gave out during the listing. Majority of the preferred shares give out their dividend payouts on a quarterly basis. So what I'm showing you here already is the annual, meaning kung quarterly siya, I multiplied it by 4. Number 12 is ACPB1. It's Ayala Corp's preferred share Series 1 at a stock price of 520 pesos per share. Its dividends per year would be around 26.25 pesos per share. That would give you a dividend yield of 5.04%. We have SMC2I. It's from San Miguel. It's another Series 2I preferred shares at the stock price of 78.25 pesos per share. They give dividends at 4.75 pesos per share. That would give you a dividend yield of 6.072%. Next is another San Miguel preferred shares. Normally, ang dami nilang binibigay, no? They've done that repeatedly over the past few years. SMC2H is San Miguel Corporation Series 2A preferred share at the stock price of 78 pesos per share. They would give you a dividend of 4.741, and it would give you a dividend yield of 6.09%. Number 9 on the list is we have Petron, PRFR3B, Petron Perpetual Preferred Share Series 3B, 1,159. It would give you a dividend per year of 71.383, and that would give you a dividend yield of 6.15%. For those who are new and are watching this that are new to the world of preferred shares, yung binabanggit ko na the letters, those are the stock codes. Those are the ones that you need to input in your broker for it to actually come out if you would want to purchase them. For PRF3A Petron Corp, Perpetual Shares Series 3A, it's perpetual, meaning it will be in perpetuity until they call it back. They would call it back and give you back your capital already when they don't need your money anymore. Nagamit na nila so many times the money that they borrowed you, and it doesn't make sense also for them to keep on paying dividends. Every time they give you dividends, also it's money coming out of the company. So if they don't need your money anymore, they would actually return it. And there are some reasons on why they would also get it back. Primarily, if the dividends on the previous years were higher, they would offer to call all of those shares back and then issue new ones with a lower dividend yield. The dividends that they're giving out kasi also is dictated by the current interest rate. So right now, interest rates are low. That's why it's attractive for them to also give out preferred shares. The dividends that they would be giving yield-wise would not be so high. Back to PRF3A, stock price is 1,114. To give you a dividend of 68,713, your dividend yield for that would be around 6.168%. Next is another San Miguel preferred share, SMC2E, San Miguel Corp Series 2E preferred share. Stock price 76.2. You would get around 4.744 pesos per year. It would give you a dividend yield of 6.22%. Number 6 on the list, we have Double Dragon. DDPR, Double Dragon Properties Preferred. Stock price is 102 pesos per share. It would give you a dividend of around 6.4778, and the dividend yield for that would be around 6.35%. So kung napapansin nyo, a lot of the preferred shares right now are around the 6% mark as well. Number 5, we're back again to San Miguel, SMC2F, San Miguel Corporation Series 2F preferred share. Stock price is at 79 pesos per share. The dividends that they would give you is around 5.1 pesos per share, and the dividend yield that you would get is around 6.46%. A majority are from the San Miguel Group. PRF2B, Petron Perpetual Series 2B, 1,030. The dividends that you would get per year is 68.583. Your dividend yield would be around 6.65%. Top 3 in terms of dividend yield based on the stock price that we have, just to clarify. And please do remember, don't buy, sell, or avoid, or do anything out of this stock just because it's talked about in YouTube. This is not financial advice. It's your money. It's your responsibility. Please take the time to learn all of this. Please take the time to do a deep dive. Don't just buy blindly just because you hear it off your friend, just because you hear it off YouTube. Please analyze and take the time. Anyways, Megawide Construction Corp Perpetual Share, MWP, stock price 101. It would give you a dividend of 7.025 pesos per share. Megawide Construction Corp Perpetual Share, MWP, 5%. Top 2, we're back again to San Miguel, SMC2C, San Miguel Corporation Series 2C Preferred, 79.5 pesos per share from the stock price last Friday. The dividends that you would get from it is around 6 pesos per share. Dividend yield would be around 7.54%. Lastly, we have PNX3B. It's Phoenix Petroleum. It's a non-voting preferred share 3B. Stock price 106.7. Dividends that they're giving out per year is 8.1%. Your dividend yield for that would be around 7.5988%. These are the list of preferred shares that you have. So it's nice to have a combination of high-paying common stocks that give dividends, but it's also nice to also mix them up with a bit of preferred shares. So yung advantage lang ng common stocks, in my opinion, is that there are times that it dips so much, that the stock price would dip so much that it would give you the ability to buy it lower, hence giving you a higher dividend yield. And because the stock price is moving up over a period of time, when you sell it later, 5 years, 10 years down the line, and then you bought it at a cheap price years ago, it's not just that nakakuha kayo ng dividends on a yearly basis, it's also the ability to get capital appreciation. This one, if you hold it up until they get it back from you, you don't get any capital appreciation. This is, for me, in my opinion, a good way for you just to get passive income. This, in my opinion, is a good way for you to get recurring returns. This, in my opinion, is a good way also to actually balance out your portfolio and to give you bits and pieces of stability as well. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I want to know your thoughts. Do you guys like preferred shares, or are they for people like me who are a bit boring in terms of portions of their portfolio? So please remember, it's investments like this that give me the stability to take on more risk in cryptocurrencies. Investments like this give me the stability to take on more risk in US stocks as well. So it's nice to have stocks that will also anchor you down so that when times are bad, when there's a lot of uncertainty, you still have a level of predictability on what's coming your way. As what I've mentioned, there's no such thing as a perfect investment. It's all about finding out what is a perfect investment that will work for you. And for me, I've been loving preferred shares because it has given me the ability to actually earn more and get passive income that's low tax but also liquid, and in the same way I still get to participate in the largest companies in the Philippines. So that's it for now. I hope you guys got a lot from this. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.